Going from your best month ever to your worst week ever, or at least what it felt like my worst week ever. So that's a situation I'm in currently at this moment, and that's kind of what where my mind is at right now. I had I'm not going to say terrible week because I didn't break rules and do this and overtrade and tilt and revenge trade and these kind of things. I just had a big losing week. We'll get into it more as I get into the trades, but I'm coming off of my best month. May for me was awesome. I took my second payout. I was consistent. Each week, my green weeks were getting bigger and bigger and bigger. And I came into, this week in hindsight now thinking maybe I should have slowed down and just took a little break, but instead I kind of went head first, wanted to trade more size, got more aggressive, and it just overall is what's working out to feel like my worst week ever, but really it's not. Just because the P&L shows that it's my worst week, it doesn't mean it was my worst week of trading. I decided to size up. That reflected clearly in the P&L at the end of the day, and I didn't take into consideration all the variables and all the scenarios when entering a trade. So not leaving myself enough room to have a big enough stop because I had so much size on, doing the math on that, and not being able to handle those losses, I would say. And having to open my stop up and just leaving myself up for bigger losses, and that's exactly what happened. So we'll have a look at it. Always Top 1 Futures is still having their summer sale, 40% off any size account, code TRB. Check them out if you're interested in getting an account. I'm trading with them exclusively right now, so you can follow along. As soon as something happens I don't like, I'll be the first one to tell you guys. So that is that. Let's get into what I saw at the desk in the morning, go over the trades, look at the calendar actually we'll do a quick peek back to last month, look how this week finished, and go from there and just end it and enjoy the weekend. So one more thing, I'm making this video a day late. I'm making it on Saturday morning because yesterday, at first, originally when I left the desk, I was a little bummed out and a little disappointed in myself. But as I had some time, and this is the one thing I love about reflecting, as I had some time to reflect on it and to really think about it, and then this morning reviewing my trades, going through, working on my DRC, my daily report card, doing my markups, and getting ready to make this video, I just realized that, hey, it wasn't absolutely terrible trading, or you didn't break a bunch of rules. You just oversized. Maybe not the best trades because you were in a little too heavy and poor trade management, but I'm learning, and it's okay to make mistakes. And as long as I learn from those mistakes, that's all that matters. So again, let's just look at what I was saying and get into the trades, okay? So getting to the desk, clearly you can see here, like I said, we've been stuck in this area here. And then we get this sell-off Thursday. And this is basically, again, drama. There's probably some other stuff hidden in there, but everybody's just focusing on the damn drama. Elon Musk, the fallout, the bad divorce, whatever you want to call it, it's hilarious. But unfortunately, when you got people that are, so well respected, or, have so much power, their words have a lot of meaning and weight. So I don't know how much weight you want to put on that this caused the slide, but this is obviously, these guys are tweeting back and forth. Elon's calling Trump, I don't know, I don't even want to say the word, but basically the whole Epstein thing and all that shit. So just craziness. But yeah, so the market pulls down here. Overnight, market opens, the buyers step back in, and clearly, this, if anything, you're still a lower high here. We haven't took out this. We're outside of this range that we've been kind of chopping around in. But the buyers find some support. And again, if I was looking at everything in the market, you're getting a discount down here, right? So why not step in if you're looking for some long-term holds? And if 6,000 plus is in the cards, getting down here in the 5,900s would be a great price. So buyers step in, and you get this move back up. You get back into the previous day's value area low, and we get up to previous day's point of control. We take this VWAP that I have on here from start of week. Now you can see how here the buyers defended this beautifully. This was in that Thursday New York price action. They get below it, but soon as we get back above it, the buyers defend it again here, and the previous day's point of control. So you got these two levels of defense here for the buyers to be stepping in. And then here we had some news in the morning, and boom, should go straight up. Previous day's value area high. There's a naked point of control up here that got tapped on this news wick. I believe that's what that was, if I remember correctly. I'm pretty sure. And we look for this level to get engaged again. The reason I kept this up, I should have taken naked point of control. It's just a level I'm keeping an eye on because you can see clearly how price. This was that failure to break the 6,000s back here. Just knocking on its door. So look how clean that is. So I could look at that for a level to take profit if I'm in anything. But like I said, coming into this morning, I'm going to see a bit of a pullback on this big move up. I could see something back down here, but the way price held, the buyers held the previous day's point of control, I could see, you know, something down to here and up like that. And again, I wouldn't be looking for shorts until we broke the previous day's value area low. And I would look to short this down to these lows. You know, even these lows back here somewhere I would look at, but until I see something like this, I wouldn't look to get short, but I'm mainly looking at something like that, or again, you know, we could be just ranging in here, which is fine to take 10-point moves as long as you're aggressive taking profits. So coming into it, I'm fairly open. I'm fairly leaning bullish, but you never know, right? Things could change very fast, like I said, and I got some levels I'm watching below previous day's value area low. I'm looking to get short. I'm looking to hold longs above here, and I think if we get above previous day's value area high, who knows, the sky's the limit. And if we can break the 6,010 level clean and hold it, we're going up from there. Just my opinion. Again, I don't like to forecast, but it's just kind of what I see and where I see price going and my thoughts. Let's get into the two actual trades I took. Both losers, by the way. So not happy about that. Could have been one winner for a small win or a small loss, but we'll get into what happened and exactly how it all went down. Here's the first trade. So I'm on stream live, New York Open, with Austin Silver, Lawrence the investor, and Tanner the strong trader. So there's, you know, I'm sitting with three goats trading with these guys, and I'm really starting to enjoy trading on stream and getting comfortable. It's something I'm able to, you know, do fairly well, and I'm able to control my emotions a lot better because now I have everybody watching me. So I need that accountability of the trading on stream. People are afraid of it. I actually enjoy that accountability. So clearly, we don't trade the first 15 minutes of the opening range. What happens the first 15 minutes? You get this move straight up. We get a move here. The opening range sets in. We get a pullback, very common, and looking for support at New York VWAP, and I'm looking to do something like that. And I threw this VWAP on from this news candle where a ton of buyers got in because you had this volume and this big push up to this previous day's value area high. So now we're clearly above this level. Here's that naked point of control I was talking about. We broke that through to the top side. So the two levels I was looking at already got taken in the pre-market and then into the New York Open. And this gets taken with some clear strength. So I'm looking for a pullback. I don't think I'm going to get a pullback back to these 60-10s or a pullback down to this news VWAP. So I'm looking to be aggressive. Austin is too. And Austin ends up buying this candle on the turn here, but he gets a much better price. I think he was down at 60.13. I ended up waiting a couple seconds, humming and hawing, and as soon as it kind of broke this high day VWAP, I entered long too. What happens? Price immediately pulls down on me. I'm starting to get worried because every attempt at the buyers to take this high day VWAP, they get shut down by the sellers. But you're holding this New York VWAP clean. My original stop was, I believe, 6,008, just below this level of 6,010, this naked point of control, thinking if we get below this, price could slide. So this is where I have my original stop. After talking it through with the guys on stream, Austin himself had to stop here below the opening range low. Massive stop, but again, he's seen this so many times. He's confident that price is going to come all the way back down, basically to the opening range low, and then it could push higher, and he would be upset if that happened. For me, I was sized in 15 micros, so I was in a little heavy. And I had about, it was roughly, I think it was around 750 or 550 worth of risk here. And Austin had said to me, open your stop up. The worst thing that I could see is it takes this level at 6,008, 6,010, you get stopped out and it pushes higher. So I say, you know what? Okay. Bring my stop down to here. And as this trade starts to play out, this candle kind of irks me. This candle, I'm seeing the P&L. I'm starting to see the loss. I'm thinking if I get down to here, I'm going to be out $1,500. And I might as well try and preserve some of the loss. I have a 1550 personal daily loss limit, so that will fluctuate a little bit just depending on where the orders get filled. But yeah, let's call 15. Let's call $1,600. So I wanted to leave a little bit of room to be able to take another trade. I pulled the trade here. I'm down 1050. In my head, I'm like, if I come back down to here, I'll be down 1,500 or something, and I'll be done for the day. So, and I wanted to catch a move because I truly had strong bullish thesis and bias, and I was really looking for that move. So, pull it here. I'm down $1,000 in 2 accounts. We come back up. We take this news VWAP. We just barely look like we're going to take this New York VWAP, but I'm looking at this as a strong break and retest, and I enter here. And what happens? Price comes back down on me, comes back up. I should have looked in. Oh, let's just get into the second trade. Sorry, I don't even have it on my screen. I apologize for that. Here's the second trade. So anyway, same thesis. You get this break and a retest of this news VWAP. Nice bullish hold of it. Price pushes higher. I think I want to be smart, or I think I am being smart, and I want to get in at a lower price versus my last trade that I bought up here. So I'm buying down here. And that's why I didn't wait for a break of the New York VWAP, which I could have waited for, but again, the emotions, everything, the math, oversized on the first trade, whatever, just all this stuff. So what do I do on the second trade? I enter 10 micros. I size down a bit, giving myself some room, but I know that I can't take too much of a loss on this one, as I'm going to hit my PDLL, which happened to me the prior day. And didn't let the trade play out, which I would have ended green. So this time I took that into consideration. And now I got some structure here. I can put a stop here. I got enough room. If this thing wants to come down that low and I get stopped out, I'm going to be within my PDLL. Like, it just gives the trade room to breathe, and I'm not going to get liquidated here or something, which is what happened to me on a trade on Wednesday, I believe it was. So take this trade. I think I'm getting a better price. This is my higher low sets in. Price chops around here. I should have taken some off here, but I was just, yeah, I don't know, being greedy, or I wanted more. I was, fixated on now taking this previous high and getting that much. So it's just, yeah, poor management, you can say. Just not being aggressive enough and being a little greedy. What happens here? Price turns on me, slides, stopped out. I'm down 425 in each account, so I'm down. I don't know what it was, down $900 or something in between the 2 accounts. So I'm down on the day. I'm down $3K. 2 $3,000 loss days in the same week. So let's have a look at the calendar and let's see how this shaped up and go from there. So looking at the calendar, that's my week. Down almost 5K. Last month I was up. Where are you? Last month I was up almost 9K. This week alone, I'm down over half of that. So I got some hard lessons to learn from this week. Like I said again, I'm not going to beat myself up because it wasn't terrible trading per se. Just having too much size on, letting that get in my head, and just emotionally not being able to just opening myself up to bigger losses, and then when those bigger losses happening, not handling them well, and just But again, if the way I look at this and the way I'm going to walk away looking at this is very clear. 1 trade, 2 trades, 4 trades, I'm down 3.8K. 2 trades, I'm down 3K. So I'm not over trading. I'm not tilting. I'm not revenge trading. I'm just trading with too much size, not taking everything into consideration. Now, if I want to trade lots of bigger size in these 150K accounts, I have to accept losses, but I have to also have bigger green days then. I cannot take profits as aggressively on some of those moves and then expect to take full losses on the losing side. That's going to just lead to this vicious cycle of being up, down, up, down, up, down. So something I'm going to work on next week. I think there's some other new exciting stuff coming out Monday, so I'm waiting for that. And yeah, Like I said, I'm not going to beat myself up. It took me a day to make this video because I wanted to just sit back, process it, take it all in, review, reflect. I did it. I'm sharing it with you guys now. You guys get to see it. I'm smiling. I'm not upset. I'm looking forward to the weekend with my family. I'm actually going out with some friends tonight to watch the fight, so stoked about that. I'll see you guys Monday. Stay tuned. I also got some other big news coming next week, if not the following week, but I'll start dropping hints to it next week, so it's going to be some more exciting stuff coming from moi. Anyways, everybody, thank you. Always grateful for you guys being here. Cheers. Enjoy the day. Enjoy the weekend. Don't be hard to yourself. Be kind to yourself. That's what I'm doing. It's what's helping me. It's helping me, handle these losses, manage them a lot better. Just overall become a better trader and by actually becoming a better trader. And, you think it's the other way around. I'm becoming a better human being. So vice versa. Better human being, better trader, better human being. So enjoy the weekend. I'll see you guys on Monday. Cheers.